the situation actually reflected the bitterness in their being. And remember, in stage 2, all the experiences are going to now be inward experiences of Christ. And the first experience the Lord leads us to in this new realm of separation and resurrection, which is so positive, He leads us into a realm of bitterness. And the reason He does that is to expose what's within us. He wants to expose. We don't know what's within us. We don't know what's within us. And so the Lord may lead you into a bitter situation. And there's no supply, there's no resources, there's no answers. You're complaining, you're murmuring. And what the Lord wants to do is show you that, number one, there's actually bitterness is within you. The bitter waters just represent and reflect the bitterness within our being. Number two, the Lord wants to show you Himself. He leads you into situations like this so we can know Him. We can know our God. And this passage is going to end with, I am Jehovah who heals you. So if we never got into a bitter situation, we would never know the Lord as our healer. That's right. We may hear a message about Jehovah as our healer. We may read a verse about healing, but we will never know the Lord as our healer until we're brought into a bitter situation. 1 Peter 2:24 is the caption under the picture in Exodus here. The picture shows us that the cross of Christ not only redeems us from sins, it heals us from bitterness. Amen. So on the cross, Christ accomplished two main things: forgiveness of sins and healing of bitterness. Healing. And 1 Peter 2:24 shows us that tree that Jehovah showed Moses was a picture of the cross of Christ. Yeah. And so what we need in bitter situations is we need to experience the cross of Christ. Yeah. And what we need to do with the cross is we need to cast it. Amen. We need to cast it. Cast it into the bitter waters, which signifies our bitter being. And when we cast the crucified Christ into our bitter being, the Lord heals the bitterness within and makes it sweet.